Russia is preparing for a major leap in its global military capabilities by planning to produce up to 3,000 long-range missiles in 2025. This information was revealed by Ukraine's Chief of Foreign Intelligence, Ola Ivashchenko, during the Ukraine Year 2025 Inch Forum. The announcement immediately shook global intelligence circles and military analysts alike. In addition to precision missiles, Russia is also said to be producing millions of artillery shells and a massive number of landmines, signaling a level of military-industrial mobilization reminiscent of the World Wars. This report is far from a hollow claim. Satellite imagery from various Western intelligence agencies shows significant construction activity at 5 of Russia's primary solid-fuel missile production sites. These facilities are located in key industrial zones like Tula, Nizhny Novgorod, and Moscow. The expansion of hangars, factory floors, and internal logistics infrastructure indicates that Russia is rapidly scaling up its production capacity. These developments provide concrete evidence that mass production of missiles is not just political rhetoric but an active, strategic campaign. The missiles prioritized in this mass production effort include the Kh-101 cruise missile, the Kalibr missile, and the newer Oreshnik ballistic missile, which has been under development since 2022. The Oreshnik is reportedly capable of striking targets up to 4,000 kilometers away and may carry multiple warheads, using MIRV, multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, technology. This enables a single missile to hit multiple targets with high precision, making it difficult to intercept. Meanwhile, the Kh-101 and Kalibr have already proven effective in Ukraine, flying low to avoid radar and striking critical infrastructure. Producing thousands of such missiles annually would dramatically alter the global balance of power. Naturally, NATO is not ignoring this development. The alliance has intensified its presence in Eastern Europe, particularly after witnessing the effectiveness of Russia's long-range missile strikes in Ukraine. NATO member states are re-evaluating their air defense capabilities and rapidly acquiring systems like the Patriot and SAMP/T. Countries such as Poland, Germany, and France have launched massive military modernization programs. If Russia successfully produces 3,000 missiles per year, it will accelerate a renewed arms race with NATO, raising the risk of expanded military confrontation in Europe. For Ukraine, the prospect of a flood of new Russian missiles is dire. Over the past 2 years of invasion, Ukraine has faced near-weekly missile barrages targeting its energy, transportation, and military infrastructure. With thousands of new missiles entering Russia's arsenal, Ukraine could face relentless pressure and a permanent defensive posture unless Western countries significantly ramp up their support. While air defense systems like NASAMS, IRIS-T, and Patriot offer partial protection, the sheer volume of incoming missiles could overwhelm even the most advanced interceptors. One of the most striking aspects of this report is Russia's ability to maintain, and even expand, its military production capacity despite heavy Western sanctions. Russian arms manufacturers are believed to be sourcing critical components through indirect channels in Central Asia, as well as through partners like Iran and North Korea. These countries form part of an alternative supply network that helps Moscow acquire electronics and military-grade technology. Intelligence communities in the West are increasingly concerned that this gray supply chain is enabling Russia to sustain its precision missile production despite global restrictions. The mass production of long-range missiles is not merely a technical matter, it's a geopolitical message. Russia is signaling to the world that, despite facing economic, diplomatic, and military pressure, it retains the capacity to match or surpass Western military capabilities in certain domains. Left unchecked, this could reshape the global balance of power, especially if more countries follow suit by prioritizing long-range strike capabilities not just for deterrence, but as tools of political leverage. The world is witnessing a scenario disturbingly similar to the Cold War arms race, when the US and the Soviet Union stockpiled nuclear weapons and intercontinental missiles. What's different now is that these weapons are being used actively in a real conflict, Ukraine. Russia is not just showcasing its military strength but deploying it regularly on the battlefield. If NATO responds with its own production surge, the world may plunge into a new arms race, with a much higher risk of direct confrontation between major powers. The standoff between Russia and NATO over the missile buildup has global repercussions. Tensions are spilling over into regions like the Middle East, East Asia, and the Arctic. Nations with strategic ties to Moscow, such as Iran and North Korea, are likely to deepen military cooperation in response to growing Western pressure. Even China, which has so far been cautious regarding the Ukraine conflict, appears to be accelerating its missile defense programs and expanding joint military drills with Russia. The Arctic is another flashpoint. With melting ice opening up new navigation and resource exploration routes, the region has become a geostrategic prize. Russia has stationed long-range missile systems in its northern territories to secure its claims, raising alarm bells in Canada, Norway, and the United States. As Russia's missile reach extends, the Arctic could emerge as the next arena for great power competition. Russia's growing missile capabilities are also reviving concerns about unconventional warfare. Long-range precision missiles could be used not only to hit military targets, but also to cripple command centers, communication networks, and civilian infrastructure like power grids. Combined with Russia's proven cyber warfare capabilities, a hybrid war scenario is more plausible than ever, where cyber attacks soften a target before physical strikes follow. NATO countries are now preparing for multi-domain warfare, where threats extend beyond the skies into cyberspace and even outer space. Russia's plan to build 3,000 long-range missiles isn't just about firepower, it's part of a broader strategy to confront the West on multiple fronts. This is why defense experts warn that today's situation is more dangerous and complex than the classical Cold War era. Russia's plan to produce 3,000 long-range missiles in 2025 is more than just headline news. It's a geopolitical alarm. For NATO and the West, it signals that Russia's conventional military power is far from exhausted. This surge in missile production could prolong the war in Ukraine, escalate military tensions in Eastern Europe, and open the door to direct clashes between major military blocs. The world now stands at a dangerous crossroads. Will diplomacy prevail to stop this arms spiral, or are we witnessing the dawn of a new and potentially catastrophic era of great power conflict?